Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about cheese because we're out here at WKU's farm. There's top crops, but we're going over here to the Taylor Center. The great thing is I found out they're now looking at making cheese. So we're gonna take a tour, see what it's all about. And this is all happening because someone contacted me on Instagram. So if you got something I need to see or we need a feature on Buy Local, get in contact with me. Well, first, this is Robert. Robert, tell everybody who you are with the cheese making here.
I'm a grad student that volunteered to learn about the cheese making. And since we've started, I've been helping every week, slowly learning more and more. That way the cheese maker can understand and do what he needs to with all the science part, doing the test, making sure there's no antibiotics, nothing in there, the pHs are all right. I can help run the crew and make sure everything's going smoothly and up to date for the time. That way we stay on track all day. We're not there for hours on end.
What are you getting your grad degree in?
Agriculture with an agronomy background.
Okay.
And I'd never really messed with much of dairy or milk, and it was kind of a new opportunity for me. And I just thought it would be a good experience because you can never have too much experience. So I decided I was going to try it out, see how it was, and I've kind of started to like it a lot.
Sounds good. And then going by the cows now, right there. How many cows we got out here?
I think for the dairy it's around, they milk around 18 to 20 I think at a time. But they're calving right now a few, so our numbers will go up fairly soon within the next year, so it'll probably go up to about, I don't know, somewhere between 20 to 30 is what they're hoping for.
Okay.
And we get all our milk from our own dairy.
Okay.
We get it on Wednesdays and we haul it over. That way it's just as soon as it's ready we can have it. And we do all our process on Wednesdays right now. And come fall time when we have some student workers starting to come back from school and everything, we might start trying to make cheese twice a week.
And how long has the program been going on? Is this new or is this?
It's brand new. They've been trying for like the last 8 years to get it up and running. And
Okay.
It's just had some back burners get put on it and some mishaps and all that. And now since April 19th, I think was the first cheese batch.
Sure.
We've been running every week except for I think 2 that we have made cheese, just because markets, everything like that, or we had busy, like President Camboni came out here and visited him,
Yeah.
so we took a little time off just to make sure we had everything ready. And
Gotta impress a new guy.
oh, have to. And he
All right.
loved it.
Let's go check out some cheese.
These are first.
Success.
We gotta put boots and
Okay.
hairnets on.
Sounds good.
This is our cheese facility. We have our back, which this is where all the cheese is made. We dump all the milk in here. We usually put about 1,000 pounds of milk in it, and that'll turn into somewhere between 100 to 120 pounds of cheese each week.
Yeah.
Depending on how the cows are doing, but usually the average is about 10% each on the amount of milk you get, so gallons. So if you have 1,000, it should be 100. We're getting a little better than that, just because of, I guess, our dairy program, the rations and all their feeds. So we're getting a little higher than the average for the United States. But we pour it in here, it'll swirl, we have to heat it up, pasteurize, and then after that's done, we add it's bacteria, make it kind of form into the cheese process, and then after that gets to a certain temperature and sits in here for about 30 minutes, we add a rennet, and it coagulates and starts turning into like the cheese. It's a really soft, mushy substance, and the longer we cook it, we bring it up to about 101 degrees, and after a while, it sits there for a while, and it'll start forming like a soft, hard curd kind of, and it firms up. When that's done, we drain everything out, bat it, and there'll be 2 big blocks of cheese in here. We separate it and keep flipping, turning it away, trying to get some of the whey pressed out. And then we either run it through a mill and shred it up for our blocks, or we cut it up for cubes and we do curds. So here's some of our cheeses. We have pepper jack, bacon cheddar, mild cheddar. We have fresh curds, variety packs. We sell them individual flavors. We have 4 different flavors: zesty Italian, Cajun, garlic dill, and plain.
What's your favorite?
I like Cajun.
Well, why? What do you guys add to the Cajun?
We have a Cajun spice that we add to them.
Can you give us a hint on what's in the Cajun spice?
We just buy a pre-mixed Cajun spice. And then garlic dill, it's pretty good too. That's our top 2 sellers. And it's just garlic and dill mixed together and tossed around. Zesty Italian's a house mix that our cheesemaker has had a recipe. He's from Alaska. He actually had a cheese facility up there, and that's how his wife works here in the horse unit. And they kind of found out, and they were like, hey, we need to hire you. And so he started making cheese, and he brought his recipes with him.
Nice.
And then we have 2 different styles. We're out of one of them. We make a Indian Pale Ale, which is an IPA beer cheese. And it's a hard cheddar. It's not spreadable. And we also make one with College Heights Ale, and we'll have more of that next week. Right now we sold out of it. And then that's kind of all those.
Okay.
And we vacuum seal and press all our cheeses. So that's actually right here is our beer cheeses getting pressed out. We leave them overnight. That way it just drains all the excess liquids and catches, and we'll package it in airtight bags and next week. But we use that in 2 different types of beer, and then we do our process and make it into the hard block of cheddar.
Okay.
And then we vacuum pack everything here, vacuum seal. And then we have an aging room that we have our cheeses stored in.
Okay.
So we have roughly 400 or 500 pounds aging right now, and pepper jacks usually about a month you age it for, depending on how long. Cheddar, the longer you want it sharp, the more sharp, depends on how long you age it. So about 2-3 months for mild. If you want it sharper, you go from about 6 months to a year. If you want it very sharp or extra sharp, you do it longer. And then we've done.
What's the longest you've done since you've been?
Since April 19th, that first batch.
Okay.
We put, and that's the longest. I think that's not. I don't know where they're at.
They're somewhere in here.
But we've been going since April was the first blocks. So that's what, 2-3 months?
Yeah.
So we've cut the first ones for the mild cheddar. We're gonna leave them till about Christmas time to cut the rest of them so we have a sharp cheddar. But we have bacon cheddar too. That's actually bacon and cheese.
Okay.
And then we have pepper jack, and then we have different little rounds that we just couldn't fit in the full 25-pound block.
Yeah.
So we made little just experimental different rounds and stuff. And then here's a bunch of our curds we're letting actually age. And we're going to experiment with a few different ideas with those and see how those actually turn out.
So you're saying experiment. So that means there's some experiments that go horribly wrong. Have you had any issues yet? And you're learning, because you're learning, so there's going to be some.
When we were first starting from the beer cheese, we forgot a few processes.
Okay.
Because it'd been about, I don't know, 5 to 10 years since he had made cheese.
Okay.
And so just refreshing, that was the worst, that was the biggest thing so far. With this, we're just trying, we don't know exactly what we're going to do. If we're going to make it, open them up and actually turn them into pressed cheeses.
Yeah.
Or maybe make a spreadable dip with the flavors.
Okay.
Or what, but we actually got a machine that'll actually let us slowly boil them maybe down.
Okay.
And make them into almost like a liquid, kind of like a queso.
Sure.
Or a spreadable dip.
Sure.
So.
What's your favorite part of the process?
I think from the time we started draining the whey, you can actually start seeing the cheese, and it's sitting there on the bottom. It's just too big. It looks kind of like SpongeBob's laying in the vat, and I think that's just one of the coolest parts to really see from where it was the liquid and turn into. You can tell it's starting to turn into cheese. Okay. That's probably my favorite spot.
What's the worst part?
Probably the packaging.
Okay.
Just because
that's odd.
We do this part, put them in bags and stuff's not bad. We do trays, and you put 4 flavors together. They don't really like to fit.
No, they don't.
So like you're trying to sit in there and separate everything, And that's just probably the worst part. It takes the longest.
Okay.
So that's probably what I'd say is the worst part for me.
Cool. All right, so we got the cheeses here. Where can people find it right now?
We are currently selling at the community market on Scott or Nashville Road, South Campus. We sell there every Saturday. And then also, if anybody wants to, they can come up here to WKU's farm at the Taylor Center, and we can sell it any day. You just come in, and we're open to sell every single day. And we're actually working on a website where we can be able to ship also.
Oh, cool.
So we can do 2-day flat rate shipping.
Okay.
And get to you almost everywhere except for up north. I think Maine and some of those areas would be 3 days, and we're going to test it out and see how
the travel
goes with that. But
students come back here soon. Are they able to enroll in this course if they're undergrad or anything like that?
Undergrads, grad students, they're allowed to enroll. The class isn't finalized yet for the fall. Springtime, it will they're for sure going to have it open to the public.
Okay.
They might have co-op options for the fall.
Okay.
Where they can come in here and do like a learning co-op.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, but by the springtime, we will for sure probably have a class where they'll come in here and learn the basis and all the principles behind everything and why we have to test and what we're testing for and why pH is necessary and everything about that.
All right. Well, thank you, bud.